Well, hello, Charles. All right, let's go to the shop, and we got a little surprise sitting on the bench for us. We're going to unveil what it is. Don't mind the TV in the background. This is a new to me Glock 21 Gen 4. I have got a metric fuck ton of 9mm, and I got 145, and I like it, but it's not something that I would like throw on my hip and go for a hike in the woods with. I picked this gun up used. Somebody put an extended mag release on it and swapped out the slide release, or the slide catch, whichever school that you want to roll with. But anyway, I paid $450 for this gun. Comes with the tritium sights. I have no history on this gun, so I don't know where it came from. But I thought $450. Well, that's a sore dick deal. You can't beat it. And then the guy that I was buying it from said, "Oh, wait a minute. It comes with mags." And I'm like, "Okay, how many mags?" Expecting, 1, 2, 3 mags maybe, tops. He's like, 10. 10 mags? Are you fucking kidding me? All right, bro, count me in. So I kind of already went through and checked these mags, and these are the 4 mags that have the strongest springs in them and that are in the best shape. Like, these will be mags that I'll load with like some defensive ammo that is what I'll trust my life with. That is a different mag completely. These mags here all have the metal, so we're learning something new. Because I got it, I was excited, and this must be like a Gen 3 mag. And these ones have got the metal here and here. These 3 do. So we might relegate him. All right, I'm going to set you up on this stand for a second. All right, hold on. Okay. Well, I was trying to flip the camera around so I could see it because I'm filming this all on a phone. So bear with me. And all right. So we set that on the side. Came with the back straps too. I don't mind back straps. So. Aww. They even included a set of ear pro. That's nice. I don't know what else we got in here.
Masks have become widespread not only in universities, but also in military barracks where soldiers popped Pervitin without any medical supervision. Warranger attempted to stem the Pervitin line as superior general.
So, I got this gun.
In fact, he ordered Ranker to organize the distribution of meth to the medical officers of motorized units. This was completed by August 1939, just in time for the invasion of Poland in September, which led to the outbreak of World War II in Europe. In October, Ranker interviewed the medical officers for a study and found that they distributed liberal amounts of meth to the soldiers and officers. The army positions were enthusiastic about the stimulant, claiming that it kept personnel alert, close-thinking, and saved many lives by preventing accidents with tired drivers and motorcycle riders.
Interesting. It's got 2 fired casings and
rapid advance of German troops into Polish territory. So in that respect,
information on it. Okay, so this gun, I just got a date. The date that these casings were collected was 5/24 of 2011. Okay, so that would make this gun almost 15 years old. All right, well, hold on. I'm going to find the remote and mute this TV. We don't need to listen to it. I want to talk over it. If you don't have internet in your shop, you need to fix it. You need internet in your shop. Okay, so we're going to put this up, move this out of the way. We got 3 mags that we are going to use, 4 definite for like I consider a duty use magazine. They got the strongest springs, and they look to be in the best shape. And then I ended up with fucking 10 all together. So we got 7 there, and then because I got cabots, I like to label my stuff, so I bought a set of paint markers. If you saw that rifle video, you saw that. Well, you probably didn't. Never mind. Disregard that thought. But what I like to do is find a piece of cardboard or something. Wait 1 minute. All right, we can use the fucking. We use the door shield. So, all right, now hold on a second while I go find a knife. So you don't have to do things like that I'm doing, like everything that I'm doing. I'm just showing you my way of doing things, because I don't know, it works for me. So I prepped a lot of this stuff, and some of the stuff I did not prep very well, like getting the fucking knife to take the plastic off this. But I'm going to show you guys what I do with a new, to me, gun. Mostly, this is leaning towards a new to you gun, one that you bought used. So we got some paint coming out of here. I want to set my duty mags off to the side. I call them duty mags. It's just to have it, what I have, and I like to set them off to the side, and I'll load them with some Federal Hydra Shocks, or whatever the fuck they are. Alright, we got a little paint flowing now. So what I like to do is find a flat spot and just put a T. And a dot on the base plate. So we'll do that with that. Just like that. I'm only going to do 3 right now. I mean, I don't really see why I should mark every single one of them on the camera. It's up to you. You don't have to use a T. I use a T for training, and then a yellow dot on the bottom, because that paint's going to wear off through loading and dropping the mag. You don't even have to use yellow paint. I've got red too, green, blue, white, whatever, black, but I don't think black's going to show up on a black block mag. But I forgot to do something real quick, so this video might get stopped and we'll have to come back to it later in the day. Because, yeah. Wait a minute. I'll bring you over here. Because mine, I'm in the north, where we get this shit. And if the camera is picking it up, you can see we got more shit falling from the sky. It's a balmy 24-ish degrees out right now. So, yeah, it's not very good. This is why in the wintertime I'll probably do more stuff like this. But anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna strip this pistol down. Focus, you fuck. We're gonna strip this down to the. We're gonna take the slide off, and we're gonna take the barrel and the fucking recoil spring out, and we're gonna take the internals out of the slide, and we're gonna clean it in this sonic cleaner. Now, I wouldn't recommend using like stuff for cleaning brass, but I went out and I bought a big fucking bottle of this. Focus, you fuck. And anyway, it's RCBS ultrasonic weapons cleaning solution, and it's nice. It's got a little measure thing on it. You don't have to guesstimate. Oh, I guess that's about enough right there. Just squeeze it for the recommended amount. It'll tell you on the back behind all the warning labels. Mother fricker. So anyway, but we run it about, it said about 25 milliliters, so we'll run that in there. That holds about a quart of water, and I'm going to figure out how to get this thing thawed out a little bit. But all right, I'm going to set you back over here on the stand. All right, so what I'll do, I'll pour a little water in here. And I got it turned on, so we're going to turn the heat on, and we're going to run it for 5 minutes. We're going to give that 5 minutes to toot, melt the ice, take our duty mags. We're going to set them over here for a minute, set that out of the way, training mag over there, training mag over there. So, always check your firearm. Let me come back over here and grab you. You're going to want to make sure it's clear. You don't see a mag in that. And this thing will not focus today. You don't see any brass in there. And then I like to stick your finger in the chamber. There, I adjusted the camera a little. Stick your finger in the chamber like so, and make sure this thing is fucking empty, because you don't want to pick your gun up and go, yeah, check this out, and now nobody can fucking hear because you didn't follow the firearm safety rules. So we're gonna set you back down right here on the vise, if I can. Whoopsie doodle. Alright, so pull the trigger, take your takedown levers here. You want to press some pressure on them, slide the glock, slide the bag, slide it back, the slide just a skosh, and the takedown levels will drop. Slide moves forward, you can let that go. I didn't really inspect this gun too much when I bought it, because I bought it from a friend, and I wasn't too worried about him screwing me over or doing me dirty. But I always go through and give it a good once over. Make sure everything's all working good. Somebody put this aftermarket slide release or slide catch, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. I call it's a slide release to me because what do? Release the slide. It's whatever. So, get your recoil spring here. Not bad. Yeah, chamber looks a little gross. I don't have a bar camera yet. I'll get one though. But as you can see, it's kind of needs to be cleaned up. So set that off there. Oh, you prick. And then because I can't find my Glock tool right now, don't do this. Do as I say, not as I do, okay? In mind, when you slide this off, things are under spring tension, so they could go spring and spraying across your shop. Most likely not, but you never know, and it's good to... Oh, wow. I think I'm glad we were all going to clean this. I'll show you here in a second. Let me finish taking this apart. Oh. Oh. Okay. So I'm going to show you right now what was wrong. What's wrong, why I was making all the funny noises. This is a Glock firing pin. You notice it's shiny, and you see there's a liquid on my fingers. It looks like there's gun oil or grease on this, and it is not recommended by Glock to grease your firing pin. So we're going to take this apart. We're going to strip it down. And we're going to run this minus the plastics. We're not going to run the plastic through the sonic cleaner. And this, the extractor rod that runs the extractor, and the plunger, that is also packed full of grease. This is kind of packed full of grease. So as you can see, I got a lot of shmoo on my hands. Not ideal. Suboptimal, as one would say. And our extractor here. I mean, looking at it through my phone, don't look like this gun's got a whole lot of rounds through it, considering its age. Oh, fuck. Those are Trichicon rear sights. Alright, well, that's pretty cool. I feel even better about paying what I did for this gun. So we got this like this. Like, this is the slide stripped down. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna run these parts here, minus the plastics, out of the firing pin, through the sonic cleaner and get the shmoo off them, okay? So be patient for 1 second while I sit you down and I look for a rag to get this oil off my hands. So chill, why don't you check out the awesome scalper patch. Fucking awesome. If you know, you know. Anyway, so don't go anywhere. Sit right there for 1 minute. All right. I got Charles barking at the door. And we got to take that apart. So wait one. One more second. More proof that God loves us. He gave us Zen. Okay. Haha. There's still some ice in this basket, but there won't be for long. Apparently 5 minutes was not long enough to get rid of that. We're going to put our sonic cleaner solution in. Throw that up there. Get the water that is partially frozen. And because I put so much shit in there, I run right up to just about the max fill line, because it's going to go up when I put this basket in. Alrighty. I wish I had this fucking phone flipped around, but what do you do, hey? So, all right. So the barrel, we're gonna drop her in. Drop that in. Drop the extractor in. It's plunger. This is like a degreasing solution, so it should remove the schmoo. All right. This can be a pain right in the cunning linguals to get this off. But apparently not. We might want to get on the Glock store and buy new firing pin and spring and parts, just because I like to have extras on hand. I'm going to set this back plate off to the side. Drop this into that sonic cleaner. And I'll let her shoot. We'll put her at 10 minutes with some heat. So, another thing I use a lot of, is this frog lube degreaser. We're gonna spray the slide down and get her nice and clean. If you're kind of silly like I am, I've got one, but I didn't bring it out here for some reason. I'm just going to use an old towel to kind of protect my bench. This bench was made for me by a friend who's no longer with us. Alrighty. And hopefully I'm going to try a new, we're just going to hose her right fucking down. We're going to let her chooch for a minute. And we're going to take a rag. I don't even know if you can see that. Alright, we're going to back you guys out a little bit more. So anyway, we hosed her down pretty good with that degreaser. With this. That stuff was packed with fucking grease. I don't understand why. It even says, if you look it up, apparently somebody was a gunsmith, and they thought, it moves, it needs grease. So they greased the shit right out of her. Let them parts fucking chooch for a second. I promise I'm not trying to be difficult with this, so. Alright. We're going to wipe these off. We got 7 minutes while that stuff dries. I do have, I thought I did. I had a rinse container in here. I might have internet out here, but I don't have running water. But that's okay. I don't keep the shop heated all the time. Just when I'm going to be coming out here because it gets fucking cold and everything has made it so far out here this winter. But I keep on my days off from work, I come out here and fart around, and then I just started this YouTube channel last week. So we'll see how that goes. But I figured I would record some of what I do. I enjoy teaching, and I like learning things, and this is probably way overdone by people, but I just thought, what the fuck, you know? Let's give her a shot. And yes, you're gonna see I have all kinds of stuffs of gun cleaning parts and gun cleaning shit, and this is something I bought on Black Friday. Yeah, I know it's a Chinese deal, but sit tight. Let me get this fucker open. We're just gonna take this knife over here, and since I seem to have to keep using it, but we're gonna get this open. This is I don't know how many, a lot of Q-tips. Yeah, I know, I said Q-tips. I paid like $3 for them, so. But they're longer than your standard Q-tip. And at least these ones come in a sealable bag. Because there's nothing worse than a bunch of stuff floating around your shop with no home. But as you can see how long they are. I mean, for this, I don't really need it, but yeah, we're gonna get all that schmoo out of here. That's what that looks like now. And that was just one swipe. I mean, you could also use a regular fucking Q-tip from the dollar store. But I bought those, and you'll see their benefit here shortly when we get to work on the slide. All right, that is cleaned. So, all right, this has had a chance to chooch and let that degreaser work. We're going to clean this slide off. We're going to wipe it down, really. We're going to see if we can get any of these large chunks of schmoo off it, if there are any. There. We're going to lube this up, and I'm going to show you how to do that too. A lot of you guys probably already know how to do it. And you're probably like, oh, I already know how to do this. You haven't shown me anything. Well, that's fine. Just remember, we're not always going to be a gun cleaning channel. This just happens to be. I bought this new gun, and I thought, what a great way to debut it to the world than to show you guys what I like to do. with a new, to me, gun. I've been hunting. I've been looking for a Glock 21 specifically. I wanted to get a Gen 3. I just like them better. This is a Gen 4. So, but I've been wanting a 45. I wanted a full-size 45. This is my first large frame Glock I've ever had. So, yeah, don't be thinking that I got a secret stash of pile of firearms. I don't. But anyway, yeah, I've always wanted a large frame pistol. I've got a 1911, and look at all that schmoo that came out of that firing pin channel. This is why you don't really want to put fucking oil or grease on them, on that firing pin, is it attracted all that schmoo. I don't know if you can see or if it's even focused on that. There's a brass shaving in there that's caught in there. It's generally not good to do. And now, as you can see, that I'm reaching all the way in. I'm hitting that, hitting the breech wall for the wall. And I'm getting all of the schmoo out. And then, oh, there, you can probably see it better in the weep hole. Anyway, there's a weep hole right here. Or, I don't know. But it is pretty grody. What I would like is something like, I wish I had something like brake clean or something like that. But that would work at helping to remove the schmoo. We're going to run some more of that in there. But if you get a firearm that's particularly dirty, especially with a greased firing pin and a Glock like I got here, it is not going to be a bad idea to strip it down and clean it. So I was kind of excited, like when I bought this gun, I had to wait to have a day off to go get it. But I was pretty excited about it because it was used. And I had this idea for this video, and it was like, man, I fucking hope this thing is fucking grody and fucking dirty. You know, because I felt like that would be a good teaching tool. Let people see what a grody, nasty, fucking not very well maintained gun looks like. Well, I'm I'm kind of happy that it was in the shape it's in. So I get to really go into this, but the problem is it's going to make this video longer. So we're going to pause you, and I'm going to finish cleaning this out. As you can see, like, I'm still getting schmoo out of here. And this is my current pile of dirty Q-tips. And we're going to pause you, and we're going to pick you back up. Our thing is done. We're still going to let it, it ain't going to hurt it to sit there. You see there's a film on top of that. And we'll just let it soak for a few more minutes. Ain't going to hurt it. But I'm going to continue to swab this that firing pin channel out, and I'm going to try to get something down there too to get some more of that schmoo out of that. All right, so hold on. All right, we're back. I swabbed this barrel, or this slide. I'm fucking retarded. I swabbed this out really good. As you can see, there's my pile of Q-tips, and you can see how dirty it was when it started. And then these are the last three that I ran through it, and it's just coming out with the color of the other solution I used. I just used this to get some more of that stuff loosened up and knocked out of there. Don't grease your firing pin or the extractor. It's just gonna make life hard. All right, this is done. I'm gonna pick them out. And I had a little container. All right, we'll use this. We'll rinse this out real quick. Get our water. Just a little bit of dust in here. All right, you want out, Charles? All right, headlet dog out. Set that off to the side. Take this. This is cleanish. Clean enough for our purposes. I just kind of want to rinse that gun cleaning solution off. So we're going to drop these in, and there's still a little bit of film on there, but like it got the worst, the majority of it. And pour some water in there. Just kind of swish it around a little bit. There's a recoil spring. There's the barrel. Firing pin, spring extractor, and little button, fire button thing. Set that back over here. Set this over here. Found my container that I couldn't find earlier. Use this, we'll dry our hands off. I've used this RCBS gun cleaning parts cleaner and the sonic cleaner before, and it doesn't take the finish off your stuff, and I actually like it for specifically these type of things that are really fouled up and grungy, you know. Go. Yeah, I think we're gonna okay. Definitely gonna get on the Glock store and order some replacement parts. We're just gonna rebuild. We're just gonna buy another kit and rebuild this slide. I don't need it, but like a rebuild kit for a slide is like $80. I think I paid $83 and some change with shipping and tax on the last one I bought for my 17. So like, I mean, if you could swing it, there's nothing wrong with fixing up a new to you gun. Like the barrel, I don't think I'll ever have to replace the barrel. Like, but you know, I don't know. Whatever. I spent $460 on this whole gun, and I'm pretty happy with it. I feel like I got a really good deal, especially considering the amount of mags that came with it. Okay. I'm going to see if I can flip you around. We're going to start putting this back together. And I'm going to try to show you best I can. I'm working in my shop with my cell phone. So this video's already went longer than I had planned on. I can usually do this a lot quicker when I'm not filming it. Alright, I need to find something. Alright, you're sitting in some 30-06 hand loads. So what we're going to do is we're going to start putting the slide back together. Like the firing pin, this extractor. Actually, let's give that a little squirt. I was looking at it when I took it out. And let's just give her all a good little shot. We'll give her a wipe down again. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. And like I said, you don't want all these little parts packed full of fucking schmoo. I've never even fired this pistol, so we are gonna put it together, and then I'm gonna put it, once we get it back together and outside, we're gonna there it is. We're gonna run through a function test. This is what happens. Sometimes you get moving and shit. What I should have done is laid all my stuff out prior to this, but because I wanted to get moving on this little project here. We don't need a drywall screw in our gun cleaning kit. I didn't get everything set out like I wanted to. And this video's turned a lot longer than I had planned on. Ah, there it is. So I bought this cheap gun cleaning range bag from Palmetto State Armory. And is it the greatest gun cleaning kit in the world? No. But what does it do? It gets the job done, which is all it needs to do. And we'll wipe this off. Anywhere you see any schmoo built up that you didn't get with a sonic cleaner, use a nylon brush like this. Just kind of make sure you got her, because I'm not very good about cleaning my guns, and sometimes they'll go 1,000 plus before they get cleaned. But you do you. I am by no means an expert, so if you like cleaning your guns, then, man, more power to you. None of this is a definitive, this is how you should do it, or how to do it. This is just how I do it in a way. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. And some are giant gaping ones, and some are not bad. But anyway, regardless, Yeah, just kind of go through. I mean, if I'm taking this thing apart to clean it, and I'm leaving a big gob of fucking carbon on here, it's not going to interfere with the gun. But did you really clean it? There we go. Got that cleaned off. We're going to run some patches through the barrel too, but let's put this little bastard together. This firing pin and the spring, the little follower thing. This can be a bear. Because it's got that slot in it. It travels in here like this. Well, you're trying to push this spring down. And so this wants to come when you're pushing, because you got hands and you're human and you're probably going to be clumsy. You're going to want to figure out a way to hold this, because you need to set that down like that. Take these little cups, put one there, get it one on like that, get that one on like that. And there's a little ledge that captures that spring. Perfect. Perfect. So this only goes in one way. You can't put this on the firing pin wrong. It indexes itself. And this here is going to ride in this channel. We're going to just put it in there like that. There's a don't push that extractor rod in too far, or it won't want to come out. Drop your extractor in. Take your extractor, and it just drops in. Push it back. And then I like to take the slide upside down, drop this in. And then if you don't have everything pushed in far enough or too far, this won't drop down in place. So then you push that button down, push that forward. Make sure that the extractor moves. Flip it down. I was just looking and I was like, you know what? Let's give this back plate a little love too. She's got some dirt and debris on the edges, and it takes no time at all to do this. So, like, do it, don't do it, whatever. It's up to you, man. And then to get this plate back in, take something, push down the plastic on the firing pin there, on that little guide. That'll go down, and then take something like your pick, push down the extractor rod, push the Back plate up, clicks in. Push that button down. All right, if you press this button down, you see how that's like this? Press this button down, that firing pin should fall forward. If it don't, well, take it back apart because you did it wrong. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I'm back. So, because I am disorganized, I got all this shit floating around. And we want to find a 45 caliber mop right here. And screw that on there. And then I always like to go from the chamber to the end of the muzzle, because that's how the bullet travels. So that barrel was pretty grody, as you can see by my mop. Throw that there. And there's got to be a 05 caliber brush. 38, that ain't gonna work. It's 5.56. $30, $40. Do I not have a full 5? What are you? One thing I hate about this fucking kit is full 5. Alright. Is all these brushes, these copper wire brushes, held in place by these elastic fabric bands. Looks great on the display, but in real life, it fucking sucks. All right, let me go let Charles in. Get in here. Okay, so we've run the mop through here, ran the wire brush through a few times. Now we're gonna get some patches. And I'm going to use this cleanse oil Field and Range. And I'm going to soak that down, and then I'm going to look for... I'm just using any patch holder, because all I'm really using it for is a cleaning jag to push this patch through or down the barrel. Oof, me. Alright, we're going to flip that around so the dirty side is up. Holy fuck. We're going to run that through again. We're going to run a dry patch through. Still pretty dirty in there. Holy frig. I'm going to give her a shot, a couple shots down there. Patches are cheap, and if you run out of patches like this, you can get a pair of scissors and use an old t-shirt. Some people don't like to do this, but they don't like it when you flip the patch over and run it through the other way. But I don't care what people like. It doesn't matter. As long as you get your shit clean. Yeah, but you're still running a dirty patch through it. Yeah, well, then I'm going to run another clean patch through it here in a minute. So I'm just really trying to swab this out really good. I'm just really shocked at how dirty the barrel was. These patches are fitting in pretty loose. So I might double them up. I'll fold one in half. Then I'll take another one here. And that worked better. We're going to run another clean patch through it. We're going to double a clean patch up through it. They don't really want to fit through that jag, but we're going to run it like this. Man. And don't think that just because this is how I did it, this is the way. There's a million different ways to do things. This is just the way I do things. We're just going to run this patch. We're going to run these patches through until they stop coming out dirty. And brother, they are still pretty bad. I think they're still pretty bad. We might give her another shot of love. I like that cleanse oil stuff. It does a pretty good job at breaking up stuff. And I was sitting here talking and telling you about how the sonic cleaner works really good. And here I am with a giant pile of patches. The sonic cleaner works good. And I'm sure that it removed a lot of the schmoo. But nothing is 100%. So don't be afraid to use a lot of patches and run a lot of swabs through your barrel. I could theoretically call this good, but I really want to shoot it. So, but delay that gratification until it's done proper. Okay. All right. We got it through, came through. Looks pretty clean now. Yeah. Yeah. That's what Daddy likes. All right. That patch is clean. finally. Oh, son of a diddly. We're going to wipe off the outside of it. It got a lot of spray on that. Now we're going to go through and we're going to lube this up. You know, I'm not saying that you have to do this or this is the way to do it, but whenever you get a new gun, new to you, and you buy it used, be aware that the person that traded that gun in or sold that gun, he didn't give a fuck about that gun, because if he did, he would still fucking have it. And it takes like a few minutes, well, in this case, about an hour, to strip this apart and give it a good, thorough cleaning. And you've seen what this looked like when we took it apart, and I showed you the parts. Like, I could have shot this thing for a long time, and it probably would have worked just fine. But, I mean, I feel better taking this thing apart and inspecting all the pieces like we did. Like, I would have never known that firing pin and that extractor rod were packed full of fucking grease. And then I would have probably had a failure to fire. All right. This is Bexar blood from Bexar Arms. I love this stuff. I got it. And I run this shit on everything. It's like fucking Frank's Red Hot. Okay? Take your barrel. This is how I lube things up. Put some lube right here on this lip. You're gonna have a wear mark on it if it's used. And then I like to give her just a little dab on the top of the barrel. And then take your slide, drop the barrel in, take the guide rod, drop that in, and then I like to take this and I like to drop just a drop on each side, maybe two, I don't know. We're going to do a drop on each side on the rails, and that's your lube on the slide. I'm not taking the frame apart. I don't want to. It doesn't look dirty, and it's easier to visually inspect than the slide. Check it, make sure it's clear and empty. All right. A little function test to make sure that it works. The firing pin hits. You got a trigger reset. It feels like somebody did something, put a different trigger in here. This does not feel like a factory Glock trigger. All right, maybe we did end up with a small little, nice little gun. All right, after I lubed it all up, you're gonna have some excess because you're gonna put too much on, like I did. I always do. And I just like to give her a little wipe down. It got the lube, that lube got in there where it needs to go. So, and you're gonna, every time it fires, you're gonna get a teeny little drop, you're gonna see it on there, but that's perfectly fine. You just kind of want to take those parts that wear metal on metal and make sure that there's something there to protect them. All right, I'm gonna throw these in the round file cabinet, and we're gonna get a box of ammo. These rounds came from Freedom Munitions. So I'm gonna set you back in my 30-06 case here. maybe. And we're going to get our marked training mags. We know that because they got a yellow dot on the bottom and a T on the side. You know, do we set up a target for accuracy, or are we just going to check function? I don't know. Big old fat boys. You see how easy these rounds are going into these mags, this mag? This is why I kind of picked through them, and I took all the mags, all 10, and I picked the 3 best that I liked, that I would want to like put something to defend myself with, and those mags, and they had the good springs in them. Training mags, I don't care if they're a little bit sloppy or a little bit loose. I don't care if the spring's a little bit loose. Like, I would rather have a malfunction while I'm at the range practicing, and then have that dynamic malfunction happen there where it doesn't matter, versus having it happen when I'm defending my life. So, like, all of my mags, I got a fuck ton of mags for all of my weapons. Every weapon's got a dedicated, you know, what I would call duty or carry mags that I would stake my life on. And then I'll buy cheaper mags, discount mags. Like, if I get them really cheap, I'll buy them. I don't care, because those magazines automatically get thrown in the range training pile, because they're not well known. They're not from like Magpul, or they're not a D&H. You know, I want something that's got a brand name behind it that's recognizable, that's got people have run lots and lots before I'll trust my life to it. And those mags, D&H and Magpul, Glock, they ran perfectly. So why would I not use these for a carry, defense, duty, whatever? There's a reason you don't see like PDs going with like the cheapest mags they can buy, you know. You don't see the fucking FBI running around with fucking Glocks with off-brand fucking magazines in them, you know. They're running factory Glock mags. It's because they work. Like the military, I think they've switched over to, they run Magpuls now, and like in my rifles, I'll run Magpuls and not even hesitate, because they're proven. All right, anyway, off the soapbox. Let me get some Ear Pro. We're not going to set up a target. We're just going to go do a function. And we're going to send the first 5 rounds. And you get the pleasure of coming along with me. Lucky devils. All right. So we got Ear Pro. Charles wants to be out here till we shoot. Oh. Okay. And I gotta go in and get something to set you on, because I don't want to set my phone in the fucking snow. It weren't snowing this morning. We'll take you out, set you on this. Like, we'll do 5 rounds of test. We're just going to use that same board that I used before. All right. Alrighty. Well, that felt really good. Cycle, just everything worked just how it's supposed to. Ugh. Everything worked perfect. So, initial thoughts. Got 15 rounds on it. You've been with me the whole time. I'm not a big fan of this extended mag release at all. I think I'm going to take that off. But I don't mind the mag catch. And I think we're going to do another 5 rounds, or another 15. Man, this thing is fucking nice. I really, really, really enjoy shooting this thing. And it shoots like, it doesn't feel really much different recoil wise than my 17. It's a little bit, we've got a little bit more, but it is extremely manageable. Like, if you've ever been wanting to get a large frame pistol, such as the Glock 21, and you're concerned about shooting, getting a follow-up shot or whatever, I would cast those doubts aside. And now, I mean, this thing was a dream to shoot. I really enjoyed it. And just looking at my groupings on the board, for the first 15 shots ever, it was not too bad. I am very pleased with the way that pistol performed. Dude, like, it was really, really awesome. So we're going to go and we're going to run 3 more mags through. And we're going to go through accuracy this time. Those Trijicon sights are really nice. They fucking, you pick them right up. Ear Pro, hold on. All right. All right, this is the same target from when we shot the dagger. There are going to be little 9mm holes in it, just to prove it to you, show you. And we're going to do the same distance, and we're going to shoot it with a Glock, with a Glock 21, and we'll see how well I shoot it. Let me get you. All right. Okay. You notice that round was a bit more violent. If you ever hear anything or you feel a gun feels different, stop and check it. Make sure that there's nothing wrong. All right. Now you've seen me put down 30 rounds. My accuracy is meh, not the greatest. but I feel like I get more time on this this pistol, and we can tighten that up significantly. I mean, we do have some decent groupings in here, but that hot load that went through kind of got me thinking, and I was not being as mindful as I should. I'll tell you right now, this mag release, that extension they put on, coming off like soon, because that hurts. It digs into my hand. It affects my grip. And I know some people are going to be like, aha, you're just making an excuse. Just an excuse why you suck. Well, I know I suck, but I don't suck that bad. But new gun, first 30 rounds. This is fucking coming off as soon as I can find a fucking Allen wrench that's small. All right, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out to the end. Yeah, I love it so far. I like it better than my 17, actually, believe it or not. Once we remove this evil thing. But, all right, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to me talk. Hopefully you can see everything good. Yeah. This thing is definitely going to go into the rotation. I love this gun. Love it already. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Glad you stuck out to the end. Stay tuned. We're not going to do just gun cleaning stuff. We're going to go, I'm going to do some snowshoeing, and we're going to do some bushcraft, like building a fire with a ferro rod. Like, I don't know, things like that. Like, I want to show you guys things that I've learned, or I want to just go out and learn how to do it, and I've never done it. So I just want to get people out and teach people and show them and say, hey, look, dude, don't be afraid to fucking fail. Because if you keep trying, you didn't technically fail. You just hit a part of the learning curve. When you give up and never try it again, that's when you failed. So it's all right to make a mistake and soldier back on and learn from your mistake, you know. Best thing you can do. Like, just get out and make mistakes, because that's how you learn. All right. We're going to holler at you guys later. Enjoy. Go outside, touch grass, do something. Do something you've always wanted to try. And, tell me about it. Tell anybody about it. Do a video like I'm doing. Whatever. Just go out, touch grass, try something new, and teach yourself a new skill today. All right. Later.